Imagine sitting across the negotiating table in a swanky London boardroom, the clock ticking, and your counterpart's eyes flicker with doubt. Steve Gates takes you there, showing how a single question can flip a deal from deadlock to handshake. But the real trick, it's less about outsmarting, more about understanding, something most people miss entirely. What if winning a negotiation means making others feel like winners too? Let's unravel that secret. Before you say a word, there's heavy lifting behind the scenes. Planning isn't just preparation, it's chess, not checkers, and ignoring it can cost you dearly. In one of Gates' vivid examples, during the Heathrow Terminal 5 development, multiple contractors locked horns over timelines and money. The failure to anticipate hidden priorities and fallback positions meant months of delay and multi-million-pound overruns. The lesson? Without a solid plan, even the biggest deals collapse from unseen cracks. Think of negotiation as a game of chess where each move builds on the last. Gates compares it to a dance. If you lead without knowing the steps, you'll stumble. Understanding your goals, your counterpart's interests, and possible concessions form the choreography that keeps you two in sync. When you plan deeply, you gain leverage that looks like confidence to the other side. Suddenly, you're not just reacting, you're shaping outcomes. Gates reveals that good planning isn't about predicting the future perfectly, but crafting flexible strategies that pivot to whatever the other side throws at you. It's tempting to think negotiations are all data and dollars, but the real game is psychological. Master this and you're not just a player, you're a mind reader. Gates recounts Janet, a procurement manager who faced a supplier demanding a 15% price hike. Instead of pushing back hard, Janet probed into why the hike felt justified. She uncovered hidden costs and convinced the supplier to split the increase, turning a potential standoff into shared gain. The twist: Janet's listening was her strongest weapon. Anchoring works like the first flavor you taste at a food market. It sets all your expectations. Gates explains how throwing out a strong initial offer isn't about price alone, it's anchoring your counterpart's perceptions and framing the entire negotiation around your terms before they start thinking. It's psychology masquerading as numbers. At the heart of every deal Gates shows lies a shared narrative. When both sides believe they've won, negotiations become investment opportunities, long-term partnerships, not one-off confrontations. That psychological jackpot means deals don't just close, they flourish. You've planned and read minds, now the finish. Closing isn't a single moment but a subtle dance of timing, tone, and tactics. Miss it and all your work unravels. During a tense negotiation over software licenses in Manchester, Gates highlights how a carefully phrased last question, "What would make this work for you today?" opened a door that months of back and forth couldn't. The question invited the counterpart to reveal their final barriers, turning vague resistance into concrete solutions. Concessions aren't giveaways, they're chess moves. Gates compares them to coins spent strategically to buy better future positions. When done right, timing, size, and reciprocity, they increase your chances of a sealable deal rather than signaling weakness. Successful deals last because they balance firm boundaries with genuine flexibility. Gates stresses that closing with goodwill, not pressure, builds relationships that become not just agreements on paper but engines of ongoing success, with surprising ripple effects months later. Remember the flicker in that London boardroom? The secret wasn't a trick but a mindset. Negotiation isn't a battle, it's a shared journey toward a better outcome for both sides. Next time you sit down to negotiate, ask yourself, how can I make the other side feel they've won without losing my ground? Try dropping just one open, solution-building question early. Watch what happens. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.